Hi guys, sorry for such the big break in videos. I've actually been away on a holiday for the last week in Ibiza. If you follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, you will have seen a lot of my holiday on there. If you don't, I will link that down below and you can go and check me out on Instagram or Snapchat. Today's just going to be a quick video for you as I've been away, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. I've still got unpacking to do, first day back at work, so I'm going to keep it quick. While I was away, I obviously had limited products because you don't have the same collection that you have when you're back home. You have to pick what you want to pack. I find it very stressful deciding what to pack and what I want to take. And yeah, so in terms of brushes, I obviously only had a few to choose from, whereas when I was back home, I would, every day sort of maybe mix up what I reach for depending on what's clean. So I had a few brushes that I was using every day, and it made me really aware of my opinions on them, and I just wanted to do a really quick video to tell you about them. And it's the new, now excuse my French, but Powder Bleu range. So I think it's Powder Bleu because of the blue, but it's instead of B-L-U-E, B-L-E-U. And they're from Real Techniques. So Real Techniques are a brand that I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. They originally started with their range, which were the sort of bright pink, purple and orange handled brushes. And they are great, but they did feel like a budget brush. And there's some of those brushes, one in particular, the I think it's called the finishing brush, and it's a similar sort of size to this brush, and I use it every single day to set under my eyes. So it's called the setting brush. It's called the setting brush. So I love them, and I'm not taking away from that, but they do have quite a budget feel to them. Real Techniques then brought out the Bold Metals range. I've got a few more in there, and they were gold handled, silver handled or rose gold. So I've got the rose gold blusher brush, and I was really quite disappointed with this range. So the idea with this range was it was a more luxury sort of range to the Real Techniques line, and the gold has and the silver has tarnished really badly. I think I showed this in a different video. Excuse how dirty these are, I haven't had a chance to clean them, but they tarnish really badly. Now they are more weighty and they're round here, and then they go to a more square flat edge so the brush can't roll off the counter, and that was a really nice touch. But as I say, they've tarnished really easily. So I wasn't massively impressed, but I do use this brush a lot because I love the head. But I didn't enjoy either of the eyeshadow brushes. I didn't like the triangular concealer brush. I never ever use this. That I use if I don't have anything else clean, but I don't love it. So I was quite disappointed with that range. What they've now brought out is this new range, and I must say, for the price point, these feel so luxurious. I've been really impressed with them. Now there's 8 products in the line. One is a powder puff, one is a big giant sort of like kabuki, stubby kabuki brush, and then there's the remaining 6 brushes, I think it must be. Then I'm just checking if there is 8 in the line. I'll talk through the video in it. But I've only picked up these 2. But so far I've been massively impressed. So they've got the same round head and then the square base to stop them rolling. They're not, they're probably similar in weight to these, but obviously these are a lot smaller, so this one feels quite heavy and substantial, whereas these 2 feel quite light. But the brush quality, if I was blindfolded and touched these, I would think these were super high-end brushes. And while I was away on holiday, one of my friends, hi Lizzie, texted to say what brushes I would recommend for her to buy, and these were actually the brushes I recommended. Because for me, okay, you can spend a lot of money, and yes, you can tell, the Haku Hoda and those type of brushes, but they're a lot of money, and these retail at, this one is £15, this one is £22. And then so are the other larger powder brushes. So this is your eyeshadow brush, which is great for blending, great for your transition colours. I really love this brush. This is your sort of smaller powder brush, which they say for blush. Now, anybody that watches my channel knows I am super picky with my blush brush. I only use my NARS, I can never remember what it's called, but the Kabuki brush. And anything else I just find too dense, and I find the same with this. I have tried it for blusher, but I find I get too much of a blob of application. But what I've loved it for is contour. even for setting under the eyes. Powder on the forehead, you know, round your nose where you're a bit shiny like I am today. Really love it for that. And even highlighter, although probably slightly too big unless you were looking for a more, I suppose, blush topper. But for contour and general setting of powder, I've loved this. And this one I've used every single day and loved. So that's 2 of them. As I say, there's then the powder brush and the big kabuki brush, that's 4. Then there is a slightly larger and slightly rounder brush, which is also 22. And then there's a bigger powder brush, which is also 22, much bigger, and I'm definitely going to go back and get both of those. So for maybe there's 6 in the range then. I think there's one more I'm forgetting about, I can't remember, but the most expensive they go to is £22, as I say, this one, and the other 2 or 3 larger powder brushes are all 22 as well. So I think it's a great price point. They've washed really well, they blend really well, and they just feel so luxurious. So I just wanted to do a quick video to tell you that for me, these are my absolute favourite from the Real Techniques line. And if you were going to choose between this £22 brush or this range and the bigger ones, I would definitely go for these because these have tarnished quite badly. So that's it from me, nice and quick today. I will be back to 2 videos a week, obviously 3 if I can manage it, and please subscribe down below. Thanks guys, bye.